Today I will be talking about The Old Man and the Sea by Ernest Hemingway. And I think I will be talking about it in a few more videos. Let us see what happens. So, if I start off by telling about the character of The Old Man and the Sea, who is Santiago. He's an old, tired, and lonely man. He has had the time of his life in his younger days when he was stronger and full of hope. Hence, he dreams about Africa and the lions. He still has the will to live, and with what limited faculties he has, he still goes on. He has self-pride and kindness, which the harshness of weather and bodily ailments has not yet withered. He is that rock on which the waves of time wash over and over again, but has yet not been able to erode his integrity and good-naturedness completely. When I read this question of citing parallels, I was thinking about how can I cite some parallels with Santiago. The first name that came to my mind was that of Freddie Mercury. At least the image of him that was portrayed in the movie, that image came to my mind. And he was the lead vocalist of the English band Queen in the 70s and 80s, who gave the world songs like Bohemian Rhapsody and We Will Rock You. The movie Bohemian Rhapsody, released in 2019, covers his journey. Freddie Mercury's parents were Parsi immigrants from India and his former name was Farooq Bulsara. Freddie had to undergo a lot of shame because of his race and his extra incisors. How he overcame all that is what reminds me of Santiago's struggles with his own self. Even later, when Freddie realized he was gay and was shamed for that, he invested all his energies in his music. Santiago did the same by sticking to his fishing routine and investing all his energies in his work, because he knew that is how he could maintain his sanity and keep going on. Some of Freddie's songs depict the ideology about living and keep going on despite all. One of his songs that says, "All you people, keep yourself alive," which was released in 1973, and there was another song which is Tio Toriate, which goes on like this: "In the quiet of the night, let our candle always burn. Let us never forget the lessons we have learned." So if we look at Santiago, he's quite similar to Freddie. He too, like Freddie, doesn't lose the lessons he has learned. The lessons of chivalry, pride, hard work, perseverance in the face of adversity could be seen in both. When Freddie was undergoing his AIDS diagnosis in the hospital, he met a patient who was quite unable to speak. At least that is what was shown in the movie. And if we talk about the fictional aspect of the character Freddie, we can say that how he was influenced by that person. He saw that person and he was able to see that that person could hardly articulate the words. He was just saying A-O, and he greeted Freddie with these words, and Freddie replied back in the same way with a kind note in his voice. Later on, when he performed for the Live Aid in 1985, to raise funds for the Ethiopian famine disaster, he started his performance by greeting the audience by singing A-O and making the audience sing along with him. Despite his depleting condition, he sang for 22 minutes straight and made a record by raising the maximum number of funds in the concert. Now, a lot of people say that he was not diagnosed with AIDS yet when he was performing in the Live Aid. And for that, I would want to say that if I talk about the fictional character that was displayed in the movie and make parallels of that Freddie, the fictional events, some of the fictional events with Santiago, I can see that there is some beauty, there is something to learn, something to be influenced by the sheer will and determination of both of these people, Santiago and Freddie. Freddie, as we know from the movie and the narratives that have been told by other people, despite his depleting condition and his injuries, remind me of Freddie's performance of the Live Aid. The ideology of grace under pressure could be seen practiced by both Santiago and Freddie. Both were lions in their youth, and even in the face of failing health, they dared not admit to themselves or others others that they were losing their grip. They held on. They moved on. Freddie never made it public that he had AIDS except on the day of his death, 24 hours prior. At least that is what I have heard. And the song The Great Pretender by The Platters, which he repopularized, actually shows how he had to pretend most of the time in order to show a strong front. The ups and downs of his life, whether it be his breakup from his girlfriend Mary Austin after coming to terms with his own sexuality, the conflicts and reconciliation he had with his own band members. He never stopped and kept on working hard until he died. And the song, if you listen to the lyrics, it goes on like this. Oh yes, I am the great pretender, pretending I am doing well. My need is such, I pretend too much. I'm lonely, but no one can tell. Isn't it beautiful? And so relatable, even in the contemporary times. Similarly, when Santiago is talking to himself and at one point pretending that he had had yellow rice and fish for supper and that his condition was not as bad as Manolin might think, we see how he's pretending to himself and others in order to put a brave front. Another parallel between him and Freddie struck me when I read The Old Man Commuting with the Bird. How old are you, bird? Is this your first trip? In the movie Bohemian Rhapsody, we see how Freddie too commutes with nature and it's being in his own way and finds inspiration for his work. We see how he got inspired for the song Bohemian Rhapsody by listening to a rooster. Santiago communicates with the birds and fishes. In fact, like Freddie, he even draws his inspiration and strength through animals. While catching fish, he understands that the fish is struggling like him, and therefore he tries to be brave just like the fish. Both he and Freddie tread life by taking risks, showing grace under pressure, working hard, and learning and drawing inspiration from everything around them. So that is what I had in mind when I read about Santiago in the novel The Old Man and the Sea. And when I saw the movie Bohemian Rhapsody and came to know about Freddie Mercury, there were some parallels that I saw and I thought that I should make a comparison. And if you guys liked my comparison, my views, please like my video. Thank you for listening. Thank you for your patience. And I will meet you all in the next video. Thank you.